What's up, fuckers? It's Nick here, aka the Cynical American, and I did it. I don't know if you saw my video really, I guess late last night, early morning, whichever way you want to think about it. I told you guys that I had topped the Garden City Regional. And I did. I got 20th place with Domain Monarchs. Just shy of a top 16, but you know what? For my first regional top, I'll take what I can get. A top for 20th place, I'll take it. See, there's not much else to say. The tournament was great. My binder is stocked. This deck, there are ideas running through my head about what I want to do with it going forward into the national season. We need to. I'm gonna wait to see how the meta evolves. Although I will be testing this deck into the new format, and next week actually, probably next week on Saturday, I'll have an updated Monarch list for you, based on this theory that I have in my head. So, but I'll quickly run through my matchups. They'll also be in the description. Round 1, I played against Invoked Zoo, and I 2-1'd it. Game 1 was just a brick hand, and then games 2 and 3 went perfectly fine. Game 2, I pulled off a really slick play where he activates Invocation with Alistair on board, and I had no monsters in my grave. I just had Eddie Eidos on field. And I purposely left them on there for this play, because I knew he searched Alistair with a Meltdown, and he already used his normal summon on a Rat, so I was just like, okay, fine. Activate Aether in hand, banishing a Tenacity. And then activate Stormforth, so Stormforth results first. And then tribute off your Alistair, because he kaiju'd over my Erebus originally. So it's like tribute off your sack Alistair kaiju for Aether, send 2 Nekroz, Nekroz pop my Squires, draw 2. Invocation goes to resolve Domain, you can't hit extra deck. He's like, oh, wow, that's great. And then game 3 I just OTK'd him with Aether, it was really good. Round 2, I played against Blue Eyes, which surprised me. There were a lot of Blue Eyes at this regional, actually. I do own it. Blue Eyes is one of the next best matchups. There's just no way around it. It's just you have a good Blue Eyes matchup. Even though they don't care about their extra deck, your monsters just get over 3,000. And Return to the Dragonlord doesn't save them when Vanish Fiend's on board, so... Round 3, I took my first L of the day to Kozmo. He was a really cool player. He was really fun to hang out with. He was fun to talk to. I hung out with him for a bit of the day. I don't know if he topped or not, but if he did, shout out to him. He was great. He played Kozmo. Game 1, he just wrecked me. Game 2, I was able to bait out the Dark Lady to get my Erebus back in order to send the Dark Lady back to the deck, and I was able to win that way. And then Game 3 was a grind game. He was able to out my Vanity's Fiend, and I couldn't find a Monarch for the Tenacity in my hand, so that was the game. Round 4, I lost to Kevin Beers. He's a Voltage player. Played 60-card Paleo. I think he topped 64 Nats last year. I'm not entirely sure. But he was playing 60-card Paleo. He just shat on me. Just completely shat on me. I bricked both games. There's nothing really to do about that. Well, game 1 was a brick, but he bricked, so he couldn't do anything. And then I was able to establish Vanity's Fiend March Domain, and he just outed that because he was able to search Rolling Readies on the last turn. Which is dumb, but yeah, he shafted me. And then round 5, I played against Water. And he's like, I've only been playing this deck for 4 hours. And he's like, and so game 1, he OTKs me. Game 2, I maxi him. He lets me draw like 7 cards and dies. And then game 3, we played a grind game because his Pot of Desires banished both of his Dragoons. It's beautiful. And then once we got into time, he asked me, "Do you have your invite yet?" I'm like, "No." It's like, "Oh, you can take it. I have my invite already." I'm like, "Sweet." So I ended up winning that. And then round 6, I played against... God, how can I remember what I played against? Oh, I played against Windwitch Invoked Zoo. That's what I played against. Windwitch Invoked Zoo. It was a cool deck. It was a really close friend of mine. I was just able to win the grind game in game 3. Game 1, Domain Lock win. Game 2, he Zoo comboed me 3 times because I resolved a Megazaborg and it didn't matter. And then game 3, he board wiped me with Elysium. But he ended up doing it on light instead of dark, so I was able to keep a Eidos to tribute for an Erebus to spin Alistair, and I was able to just attack the game that way. Round 7 was Blue Eyes, but it was the Chaos Max Turbo build with Nekroz cards in it. Game 1, just Vanity's Fiend lockdown, and then game 2 he bricked, so I made him super salty by tributing Kumungus to extra deck or to domain lock him with it. Really funny. Shout out to him. Round 8, I played against Pure Zoo. And game 1, Domain Lock win. Game 2, Zoo combo 3 times. I lost. Game 3, the guy punted so hard. Like, he activated Barrage to summon out a Thoroughblade instead of normal summoning the one he had in hand. So he wanted to use Barrage to go get Whiptail to put onto his already to put on his Trident already on board, and that way he could swing over Erebus, take like 15, and then banish it, and then he can set up another Trident next turn. He already used the Trident pop on that turn to pop my March, so that way he couldn't, because Erebus couldn't die that way. He could have just went and popped Domain, but I had the second one, so it didn't matter. Or it might have been he had Bravo on board. It was either Bravo or Giant. I don't remember which one, but. And then round 9, I played against Pure Zoo. Game 1, I won to something Vanity's Fiend, March. And then he's just like, alright, well, I have my inventory already, so you can just take it. So, 7-2, playing the Monarchs. But I know the ban list is right around, or the ban list is going to go into effect in like 4 days, 5 days, whenever I upload this, so. Oh, that was way too long, I'm sorry. But I just want to bring you guys this deck profile. And again, I'll have all my matchups in the description down below. And yeah, let's get into it. So we played 1 Aether because that's all we're allowed to play. RIP Aether, get out of here. 3 copies of Erebus. He's like the boss monster of the deck now. Gotta play 3 of him. He's so good. He's great. Non-targeting removal is amazing. Him being able to hit the graveyard is more relevant than ever because now you can get rid of your opponent's cards. Like you can put their Alistairs back and their Invocations back, and like you would think that hurts them, but it actually, or you think it helps them, but it actually hurts them because sometimes they need that Invocation engraved, or sometimes they need to have something engraved. 1 Mega Thestalos. He got decided out. He's just here for game 1 in case I need another Monarch. He might be taken out of the deck completely. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it would take some testing. And then 2 copies of Nekroz. I know a lot of people swear by 3. I hate playing 3 with this card, and I've always hated playing 3 with this card. Like, even with my friends, when this deck was at full power, like with 3 Aether, they played 3 Nekroz. It was like, oh, Nekroz is the best card in the deck. Like, Nekroz fucking sucks. Like, this card is just straight ass. Like, sure, Aether Nekroz is really good, but you want to use Aether to go get Erebus so you can Tribute Summon and knock your opponent out. And then the MVP of the day, triple Vanity's Fiend. The card is amazing. And then I played Majesty's Fiend. I played Majesty's Fiend because you could reveal it off Tenacity and search it off for turn. That way, if you had Vanity's Fiend and Majesty's Fiend, more than likely you were going to win the game. Because now your opponent can't special and their monster effects can't be activated. So it's like... Now, sure, it is rather hard to get these 2 on board. It takes a little bit of time, but if you can establish it, you just win. Like, 95% of the time, you just win. Especially if you have, like, March to back it up or Domain to back it up. It's beautiful. That is it for the Tribute Monsters at 11. Then for Squires, I played 3 Edia and 3 Eidos. I just wanted to be able to see them. And then I played 3 Kaiser Vorse Raider, so... This was the card that caught everybody off guard. For those of you who don't know, it's, if you control no monsters, you can special summon it from your hand. And then if it kills something by battle, it permanently gains 500 attack, and then the thing that kills it by battle permanently loses 500 attack. So the theory behind this card is you can domain lock somebody with it, and nobody can normal summon over 1900 in this format. Except Rogue like Barrier Stun, but they don't even need their extra deck anyway, so that matchup is complete garbage for you. Infernoids can pop this really easily with normal summoning a Decatron, sending Harmodic to pop it. So, but the theory is that if you're going strictly based on normal summon basis, this card will win the normal summon war. Red Layer is better, and I did pick up a playset of Red Layer, so when you see the updated build next week, I'll have 3 Red Layers. But if you want a budget way to domain lock somebody, I would definitely suggest Kaiser Vorse Raider. It worked out. I never domain locked somebody with it, but the option was there, but I always had a Monarch when I needed to. And like sometimes you opening this in Eidos, you just be able to Tribute Summon. Maybe in this build Mithra is better, but I'm not a fan of Mithra. I don't want to give my opponent a token they'll end up using for something, so. And then if you want, you can count Rhoda and 1-for-1 as extra copies of Tribute Fodder. That is it for monsters. For spells, 3 win button. You gotta put your helmet on this format. Triple card to search your win button, and then triple card to facilitate your win button. Return was broken all day. It's like every time I had return, it was great. And then 1 Pantheism, 1 Stormforth. That's all you're allowed to play. 1 March. I know a lot of people are playing 2 March. March to me is just a card you want to search, not draw. So that's why I'm only playing 1. But the times it put in work, it put in work. This card is good. And then 1 Frost Blast for Paleo and Rogue. And then Upstart and Foolish Burial are my last spells. Foolish Burial unbricked my hand a lot today. Foolish Burial Goods was a card I thought about, and I ended up having 2 by the end of the day, but I ended up selling them because I needed to get food money because I'm poor. And hold on a second. I'm sorry. But I don't think I'm gonna be playing Foolish Burial Goods because there wasn't really a time at the regional that I wanted it. Because this deck bricks by not drawing Monarchs, not by not drawing your Monarch spells and traps. And then the only trap was Prime, just because Prime is like the best trap. This card can help you recycle. There's tricks with it where if you have it on the field, you can target the 2 engrave, and then banish 1 that isn't engrave, and one of them you targeted to special out Prime, and then you can only put 1 back to draw. It's really good. It's a cool trick. Anyway, that's the main deck, 40 cards. I don't know what I'm going to change about it. I'm going to figure it out. Moving on to the side deck. No extra deck, obviously. Shout out to Flairon. He's cool. 2 Maxi. Maxi put in a bunch of work yesterday. It was great. When you Maxi the Zoo player on their Tiger Mortar summon, a lot of them were just like, alright, well, we're going to go for it. Because they were going first, so they'd make their board. I had like 12 cards, and I would just win, so. 2 copies of Artifact Lancia. This card is the titties against Infernoid. Like, your Infernoid matchup is god-awful, so I'm probably going to put this to 3 against Infernoid because you always want to draw it. And this thing's also a level 5, so you can domain lock somebody with it. 1 Jinzo for Paleo. This card's probably going to 2. Your Paleo matchup is god-awful that I found out, even though I only played against 1 Paleo player. Like, it's just awful. So I'm probably going to put Jinzo to 2. Double Comungus. I didn't have Gamma Seals, and this card, it's just against the Windwitch Invoked Artifact deck. Crystal Wing has immunity from Ice Spell or Glass Spell, whichever one, or it might be Snowbell that gives immunity. One of the Windwitches give Crystal Wing immunity, and Dark Hole doesn't deal with it, so being able to just Comungus the Crystal Wing afterwards, or you can like this over the Raijin, normal summon, like special, or bait out the Crystal Wing and then go off with your plays. That was just really amazing. I don't know if it's going to be in the next build of the deck, though. It's going to take some testing. Because right now, all I'm doing is preparing for Nationals. 1 Mega Cyborg for going first. Card was great all day. I would play it again. This card is uber tits. Going first, if you can't domain lock somebody, it doesn't matter. Now, Zoo has the ability to recycle through combo, but the thing is, because this is a Monarch, because people are stupid and don't read, Erebus can get Monarchs back from the graveyard during your opponent's turn. So you can add Cyborg back to your hand, and Escalation can summon it. That was something I was thinking about doing, but Escalation is a win more card. Although I might play it at Nationals, I'm not entirely sure yet. But this card is really good, and anyone playing Monarchs, I would suggest picking up a copy. For spells, 2 Dark Hole for any time I'm going second, because most decks like to build boards. Maxi can draw you into this card. 2 copies of Soul Exchange. The theory of this card was that if you're in a Toad matchup, like Paleo or Hero, this can just target the Toad, and then they're going to negate it because they don't want you tributing it. Or they might just say fine, and then negate your Monarch, but you've already got rid of the Toad at that point. But it's just to bait out Toad negations, because they obviously don't want you tributing the Toad. They'll just tribute off something to negate it, then they have a Soul Exchange which you don't care about. But yeah, the thing is just to bait out Toad negations. Enemy controller is better, but I couldn't find my enemy controllers. I don't think I'm going to be playing it in my next build, though. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I need to do some testing. Book of Moon. I cut the Jinzo for the Book of Moon at the very last second. Never sided it in, and even I sided in like twice, and even when I did side it in, I never drew it. So like this card's getting cut. And then because my buddy didn't have the Twin Twisters, MSCs, never sided them in. So it was like I was playing with 13 card side deck. Or actually no, I'm sorry. I sided these in twice. Once against Paleo because I wanted to not lose to Anti-Spell Fragrance, and once against my what was it? My round 3 opponent against Kozmo, so that way I could pop the Call of the Haunted before the ship came out, and because he was playing the Kaiju engine, I wanted to be able to really hit the back. I was like, I'm gonna play like 5 traps. I'm like, I don't care. And plus, he had Iron Walls and in his side deck for games 2 and 3, so I wanted to be able to deal with those. Or did he have Iron Wall? It might have been Lancey. I'm not entirely sure, but just to pop floodgates that would annoy you. So that's it, guys. That's the top 32 Domain Monarch deck profile. I was really pleased with how the deck performed, and I'm really happy that I have my invite. So I have proved it to you guys. Even scrubs like me, super mega ultra filthy casual scrubs like me, can get their invite. I think we got like 4 or 5 of the guys into top 48, and it was great. So shout out to Sean, shout out to Jam1TCG. He'll be uploading my deck profile. It's really quick. It's not as in depth as this one is per se, but it was just the night of the regional. We were all so happy, and plus he was happy that I topped with Domain Monarchs, and for my first time topping, it's really amazing. So anyway, I'm the Cynical American. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.